Do you actively criticize religion and feel strained relations with loved ones because of it? Well, I'm not certain there is a good fix, and here is why. A non-Christian or a non-Muslim can live just fine with a believer who would critically oppose or vocalize opposition of their non-belief. The non-believer will not judge or feel like they need to separate from the believer. It's not a big deal. It is just a theological disagreement that causes no significant problem for them. A sense of humanity and unity will persist within the mind of the non-believer. However, for a believer in Christianity or Islam, they may not feel so fine living with a non-believer who would critically oppose or vocalize a non-belief. This is a huge deal. The religious have a word for this. They call it blasphemy. They will likely not find rest or peace with your criticism and opposition. They will judge, condemn, and likely feel a need to separate themselves from the non-believer if opposition or criticism continues. For the believer, the non-believer's criticism and opposition makes them an enemy to the believer's God. The non-believer therefore begins to look and feel like the enemy. This is the very problem with these religions. We've seen it throughout history, both locally and on a global scale. You see, for a non-believer, criticism and opposition is never an evil thing. In fact, they are good and healthy. If you don't want to argue about it, simply don't bring it up. Opposition in itself is never evil. But to the religious person, criticism and opposition in itself is evil. They must either stop it or separate from it. The only solution is to suppress the non-believer, keep them quiet, or divide into separate camps. My friends, I am so sorry if you have had to experience this. It is very sad indeed. This is occurring frequently between friends and even families, mothers, fathers, and their children. I have not found a solution to this problem. The only solution I can see is to continue to help wake up the religious minds to the truth. And we are doing this. It is happening. I do predict our grandchildren's grandchildren will see the decline and near extinction of these religions. We are already beginning to see it now. Stay strong and wise, my friends.
I don't believe in masquerades. I don't believe that you're okay. I don't believe that God will save. Only you can solve your problems. I don't care what they sow.